positive vibes. Only. I ain't feeling your energy. Many swore to ride or die. Now they all swore enemies. They tryna off my top like.
Alright, this another episode of Strong United Voices. This your boy D.
And this your girl Lindor. Hey, I know, right? Okay. I'm struggling.
And this is Miss Lovely. And today, you know I'm always excited when I got my ladies on here, okay? But the first thing we must do before we welcome our guests is give a shout out to our sponsor, Begreatclothing. We have two other new addition sponsors on here. We have a sponsor of A Roundabout Liquors at 3842 Harlem, who is about to supply the table, okay? And now we also, our third sponsor is Final Stop Advanced Training Center, located at 2180 Elmwood, Buffalo, New York. That's where you can go and get your training for security or your gun permit. So that's what sponsoring us at this time. We're keeping them on our hips.
Right.
All
right now. I'll be fine. I can't wait. Oh my God. Classes start on the 25th. Okay. I'm so excited.
All right. And so let's get into our girl, Sin.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the female battle rapper right now. And you are known for your infamous punchlines. You from the Rock, which is Rochester. Okay. And you started at the age of 14.
Yep.
Okay. And so give me a little background, like what made you go there? What inspired you to start there? Or was you just chilling with some friends? How did that work?
No, actually, my first time ever rapping, I was at home and I had got a whooping by my stepdad because I was listening to DMX. He had said this like bar and I was like so taken back by it. I don't even think I really knew what he was talking about, but it was so hard that I was just like, So I repeated it and I kept saying it was so much cursing in it. I got a whooping and I went in my room and I just started blurting whatever came to my mind. My sister snuck in like, yo, that kind of was good. You know, like do it again. And I was like, oh, don't hype me. So now ever since then I had just, like I would be at school or throughout the day. Because a lot of the stuff I rap about is just like stuff that I didn't have to necessarily do it.
Right.
But if it's around me, I feel it.
Right.
I feel like I've experienced it.
Right.
So I start jotting stuff down. I'm like, dang, little Tata just got beat up from stealing his mom's food stamp card. So I put it in the rap, and the next thing you know, I'm talking about it, and then I rap about it. But nobody was getting offended. Everybody was like, oh, you threw my little personal business in there, but it was cool. Like, do it again. So ever since then, I just kept going with it. And the more I went with it, the more support I got. I never had nobody like, a lot of these rappers got stories where they like people like you couldn't do it, you're not good enough. I don't got those stories. Everybody was like, "What is you doing? Like, get up and keep rapping." And I'm like, "All right,
okay,
yeah,
okay." And so, now that was at 14.
Yep.
So, if you don't mind, what's your age now?
I'm 26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm happy about that. I look good.
Hey, girl, I would have gave you 18. Okay, that's why I'm sitting here saying like, is this 4 years ago? But now you freestyle back in 2019. Is that what? So what was that about? Like, what when you saying freestyle? Was you going places? Was you traveling?
Yeah. Well, it started with just being on social media. I would just like post a video up and just freestyle, and then like I said, I got a lot of support. My brother Travis at the time, we would just get up late night and just drink all night, and we would rap until like 7 o'clock in the morning, nonstop. And a lot of it ain't make sense, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So now you start saying raw stuff, and he's like, oh, you keep doing it, you can freestyle. So then I started recording it, put it on social media, and I had got an email from New York. They was bringing back Freestyle Friday, like how they used to do in the basements and stuff.
Right.
And they was like, we want you to come down here, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna come. And I checked it out. It was like 60 of us total, and I think it was 11 females, and I made it to the top 5. I was the only female to make it to the top 5, but it was another boy who won it. And honestly, hands down, he deserved it. Like, he was raw.
Yeah.
And when I got there, it was just a little bit more complicated because they don't tell you the rules and stuff before you get there. They just throw it right at you before you hop on. Like, they set you up, put the mic on you, and be like, oh yeah, you can't curse, you can't da-da-da. So I'm like,
what the?
So I went in there.
So they kind of like put
they put a twist on it, and I went in there and I was like, dang. And I did good and whatever, but like I said, the other guy who won, I can't remember his name off top, but I felt like he deserved it.
What year was that, honey?
2019.
Oh, this was a 2019.
Yep.
Okay. So the free time. Okay. So so was that your first experience with? Now, was everybody battle rappers? Or was it just
I don't
like
think
a freestyle thing?
it was just a freestyle thing.
Okay. All right. So now let's get right into it again. Now, when did you first have your first battle?
I want to say it was in a playground. Maybe 2018, 2017.
Between those two.
It was my brother again.
Okay.
And everybody was just out there playing. We have a artist who passed away. His name was Elo. Rest up to Elo.
Okay.
He's from Lackawanna. He's real dope too.
Okay.
On his way. And so he was the head lead artist out there. Everybody followed in his footsteps.
Okay.
And we came out there for him and we celebrated, his death, or it was probably his birthday, one of the two.
Okay.
And we was playing basketball, kept going. If I got the year wrong, I apologize, y'all.
Yeah.
And we kept going and everybody started rapping. So I'm like, y'all don't want this smoke. So I get up and I start rapping and it's like mad dudes. It's just me against like 10 dudes and I'm knocking them all down one by one. And they like, now it's just me and one other person left, and I smoked them, and I'm like,
That's it.
I'm like, yo,
Done,
stick to
man.
playing
You
basketball.
said that. You
I
said
told
she
you.
was.
I
She
told
tried
you. I
like
said that she, her. I'm just mad I didn't have you a month ago.
Yeah.
With Pretty. And
Oh,
just to have
I
my
love
two
Pretty
females
Billy, yeah.
together on that cipher.
Yeah.
But that's
I
okay.
gotta hear you.
Yeah,
That's
she
okay.
actually just sent me over track. I didn't make it around to it. Y'all been having so much stuff coming left and right.
Yeah.
And then with COVID, it's been a
Yeah,
lot going on.
yeah,
So
yeah.
even like booking studio time is hard.
Right.
But I got a feature coming up with her, and I
Oh.
think she is raw. I
Yes,
love Pretty Billy.
yes,
I do. She dope. And
yeah.
everywhere I go, she get everybody big her up. So I'm like, all right, you doing something good, baby.
Right,
You doing
right,
something good.
right,
So,
right.
Yeah, she dope.
Did you have a
Yeah, to
question?
hear y'all on the track, that'd be fire.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
You
be
know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That'd
I'm
be-
excited about it
gonna
too.
be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that'd be crazy. I wanted to ask you, like, who, like, inspired you, though, like, when you come up, that made you, like, go crazy? Like, no, I know you said DMX hearing that, but
Yeah.
besides him.
Cassidy. I love Cassidy.
Yo, he is a good battle.
I'm ready to come out my shoes and fight for Cassidy. You know, I go through it a lot with him because when he just recently did his battle with, I forgot who it was.
Arsenal.
Yep, or was it?
Arsenal.
Yep, they had
Arsenal
that big
Oh my God, I love Arsenal.
battle. Yeah, I love all the battle.
They
rappers.
got Arsenal
And
Bulls
we was
and
in my
stuff.
house, and it was like it got grimy in there. We was ready to fight each other. And they was like, "Oh, Cassidy washed up." I'm like, "Okay, he could be washed up, but he stood for so much back
Yeah,
then that it's like
yeah.
you can't get rid of
Can't
that."
take it from him.
And who else would I say? Believe it or not, I was one of those people who hated JayZ coming up. I couldn't stand him. But I don't know what age
Now,
it
what
was
was
that I
Why
really
was that?
I don't know what it was about him. I just couldn't get into him until I think I wasn't going through what he was going through yet. So when I got like 16, 17, I started listening to him. Matter of fact, it was the Holy Grail album. He made that album and I listened to it and I was like, "Ooh, child, you wasn't ready for that. That's
Right.
why."
He talking.
And ever since then, I was like, "Dang,
You
he
pay-
was
you pay
schooling.
attention.
Yeah, he
Okay.
was schooling."
Yeah,
And
that's
I would say on the female side, Eve, Foxy, Kim, I'm all into them. Like I don't shade none of the new female rappers. I mean, I
that's
think
not-
they're very good at what they do, but that is not my lane. I don't want to talk about my body. That is
Come on.
the last thing I want to do.
Right.
No, now who you need to check into is Ciroc.
Oh, I've never heard. That's a female.
Yes.
Never heard of her.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to check her out because I
Yeah.
love females
And she
like
just
that.
no, she a rapper, but she
Oh.
a conscious type rapper, and she just came out with a new album and stuff
Oh
too.
yeah, see, I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
yeah.
check her out. I
Check
love
her out.
females like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lauren Hill.
Matter of fact, when we
all of
when we
them.
get
Right.
done with this, I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you hear her stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
See, I like that.
Yeah. And she make you think.
Yeah.
Lauren Hill feel.
Yeah.
But she got a more of a, she just come at you.
Yeah.
She gonna make you. She gonna you gonna gravitate to her.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good because I like music like that. You don't really have that no more nowadays,
don't.
you know.
You don't.
So that's why like when I do run across people like that, I stick to them so hard. You know, people out here they so
You ain't gotta say
Follow.
you riding,
Follow.
you. I'm not riding. Actually, I am. That's what I like. I'm riding the wave. If that's what I want to listen to, that's what I want to listen to. And I feel like that about Shay Naor. She's from Rochester,
Okay.
but she tied in with a lot of people down here. She is dope, and,
Right.
and she's
Right.
one of Shay
Shanoir.
Naor.
Well,
Yeah, or I don't know how to say it.
It's
Shay
okay,
Naor.
it's
Yeah,
okay, Shanoir.
she's
Okay,
like
well,
that.
see,
She's
baby.
real like.
Okay.
Like these dudes gonna have to pull out some of their best bars for her. She's a goat. So and you don't have a lot of that. So when you do come across that, it's like that's why the people was on them so hard, because it's like, yo, please don't leave, stay here, don't leave. Yeah, so I think that's where a lot of my support come from too, because they like, girl, don't play around. We don't got a lot of that out here no more.
We don't, and I think it's necessary because your style, the way you talk, how you put the bars together, is very rare. So anytime you see that, and it's like how you be moving and still being consistent on Facebook, all that, it's different.
Y'all
you know
got
what
me
I'm saying?
excited. I'm gonna hear you. I'm gonna hear you.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. You
I
know what I
definitely
mean?
gotta hear you. Yeah.
So what I want to ask, what do you prefer? Do you have like a preference as far as bars, or you just feel like, man, all of it? I got the package. I can harmonize. I could do this.
I prefer bars. Everybody I'm around is like, you can't do that forever. You can't, that can box you in. You can't. Every song you hear, they sending you freaking love songs, and you coming through like, because they like, you gotta calm it down. So I prefer bars. That's just what I like to do. But I'm expanding my horizon. Like my single I had just recently dropped, it's like not tough at all, but it's like booming. Like they love it right now. They're like, oh my God, it's a different side of you. You got heels on, and we used to you coming through with Tim's on and a hoodie and a fitted. I'm like, so but I prefer bars. I prefer to come and get the job done. Like,
cancel them real quickly.
Real fast. Let's wrap this up.
They about to keep playing with you.
Right.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah, I feel like because I seen you actually on Facebook, so it's like keep doing that, because you don't know who's seeing you, who watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. The one video I put up, I got like 30,000 views. It was like close to like 3,000 shares, and I never expected it because I wrote it like literally in like 2 minutes. I was in my kitchen just bored one day, cleaning up, washing dishes, and I heard this beat, and I just started putting loose bars in my head, and I was like created a story. I don't know who I was talking about, but I ain't go through that. But I put a story in my head, and I'm like, okay, let's do it this way. And I recorded the freestyle in my car, looking raunchy and ratchet. And I woke up the next morning, and I'm like, dang, this joint at like 5,000 views already. I didn't think it was that good.
Right.
And then as the days went on, it kept going up, and then I had people from all over inboxing me like, yo, you should make that into a song. I still didn't do that into a song yet, but I was like, okay, I get a lot of.
You gotta put it into a song.
Yeah, I do. That's how the song is. My single I just dropped, I did it as a freestyle, and it did the same thing. It did crazy numbers. It was like a female song. The females was like, please.
Crazy with it.
So I dropped it on Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. And what was
the
that?
dudes ain't like that.
What was that?
It's called Holding On.
The dudes ain't like
the dudes ain't like that. They like, yo, what's good with you? Like,
on this day you had to do that?
I was trying, and then here you go with this song.
Right.
Now she in here mad. I'm like, sorry.
You got something you want to ask?
No, because I'm ready to hear.
Okay, well, we got. I gotta go on there.
Okay.
Okay. So, how did you come up with this name, Sin? Where did you get that from?
My past. I was like, me and this guy named Hubba. He's like my manager right now. We don't have nothing signed or anything out right now, but he supports me. Whatever I need. If I come up short, he coming right there.
Come on.
Anything I need, he there. If I forget my lyrics, he damn near gonna grab the microphone and be like, yo, what she said was like, he supports me. So we sat down and we was like, oh, we gotta come up with a name. And he was like, just brainstorm on some stuff. And I was like, okay, I will too. And we thought about it all night. We kept sending names back and forth. And I'm like, yo, like, what defines you? Like, and I was like, you a sinner. Like, that's all you do. You sin a lot. You can't ignore it, And so I was like, we're going to go with sin. But we just recently broke down the S, the I, and the N.
Come on.
So it stands for She Is Noble. So a lot of people.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
A lot of people would see it and be like, "Sin. Oh wow, she got to answer to God." But when you break it down, I'm actually noble as ever. You know what I mean? So, and we was gonna either go with She Is Notorious or She Is Noble. And I'm like, listen,
I like She Is Noble.
And that's what I said. I said, when you aim more towards Notorious, it goes hand in hand with the sin. It's like I ain't just trying to give him the bad side. I'm trying to show him what's really good with me, and I'm very noble and humble as ever. So. We picked that name and we've been rolling with it ever since.
See? And we just was telling my niece here, getting her a new name for her artist. And we, just letting her know. That's why I made sure they was here for you today so that she could understand how to identify who she is. And you have to give something that.
And it's very important. You wouldn't even understand how your name is so important. Like down to like, I don't know what it is that you do.
She's an artist.
Okay, see. So you put up your artwork, and stuff, your name, that stuff sticks out. So if I go in there and I see a dude named Laffy Taffy, I'm not clicking on that dude. You know what I mean? I'm going, it gotta make sense. It gotta catch you and be like, okay, Sin, whoa, all right, let me click on her real quick and see what this about.
Right.
Click on it. Now you like, okay, but and it's hard too. It's hard to find a name because it's like you don't want to just be like everybody else.
That's
like,
what she said.
You know, so it is hard in finding your own name too, because all these artists' names sound alike, or you got the baby.
That's what I said. I'm
like,
confused with
I
the babies.
don't never know which one is who.
All of the littles.
Yeah, the littles kill me. I don't know. I
littles.
keep calling the one boy Lil Herbie. They said it ain't little in front of him. I said, well, I got used to Lil Herbies and stuff like.
Right.
So it's very hard, but you just take time and you think about who you are and what you want. I mean, even if it don't sound right at first, you just go with it. Just go with it.
Good advice. Good advice.
Definitely. The name is very important.
Okay. Now, how many battles have you done? Like, or have you had, I should say? Just a roundabout. You ain't gotta, you know.
In my whole life, probably like 7.
Okay.
And I actually got like last year, I got so many offers down in Rochester back at home that kept asking me to like battle rap and stuff, and I pulled away from it. I'm like, nah, that's not really what I want to do because I'm an aggressive girl. I like to fight. So it's like when you battling, it's like some people, it's just like it don't faze them.
Right.
It's like kind of like in life. I got this one friend when I was younger growing up. I was such a hothead, and I would walk in the room and see girls that I didn't like, and I'm like,
I'm coming
here
at 'em.
wrapping up. I'm like, yeah, it's on. And she would be like, how is you bothered by them?
Right.
And I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you? So it's like that with rap. It's like some people is like, oh, okay, she said something about my kids. We rapping.
Right.
Me, I'm like, ooh.
When I want to write joint.
She
I
about
want
to
to write
get
by.
beat up. Now I'm looking at my friends in the crowd like,
We gotta take
it's
care
like,
of
so
this.
I don't think that I realize that I'm not built for that. Like that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life.
No, that's a fact because with battle rap you gotta have tough skin.
You have to,
and especially nowadays. Before you could have it was just you spit your bars you had, and you spit yours, and we just gonna see who nice.
Yeah, they digging now. They going deep.
Personal,
they finding
family,
everything. You be like,
what you
I
eating?
know I was in foster care at 4.
That's
talking
definitely
to.
They were asking a lot of people the neighborhoods you be in,
and
people
Googling and all that.
Right, and the people they be paying them.
Yeah, they do.
To
That's
get
a whole fact.
information and stuff from you. You know what I'm saying? So
but, I mean,
you gotta be careful with that. They'll sit up there and get your family.
No,
Yeah,
that's
they
a whole
will.
fact.
And that's what
relatives. All
I ain't ready for
Right,
that.
that's what
That's
I'm
me.
saying.
I'm like, you know, the older I got,
hear
I'm like, don't put
I
yourself
be
in a
trying to say
situation
that.
where you know it can get.
But even so,
talk about
but
it.
even
You
so,
don't hear me.
long as you know how to rebuttal back on top of that and be like, you know what? That's what it took for you to say what you had to say. And then well, let me bring it back and tell you one more. You know what I mean?
I know that's
Right. You got to.
I'm an emotional person. You know, a lot of people look at me like, oh, this is big bad. But anybody who knows me know I'm a teddy bear at her. So I can't. I'm like, I'm ready for this round to be over. I'm gonna let her get what she got to say out, but I'm about to snuff her.
At the end of this song,
Yeah, I'm a snuffer.
Hold this 2-piece, man.
Yeah, so I'm like, nah, let me just stick to making music and avoid even getting in the ring and trying to go there with people because I ain't.
Okay, so you're not battle rapping no.
No.
Well, that's good that you know your lane.
You choose not to?
Yeah, I chose not to. I get a lot of offers for battle rap. Like even in Buffalo, I know they be doing some stuff out here with the females battle rap in Rochester. I had some people down in Jersey contact me a while ago, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it, y'all. That ain't me. I haven't done it in years though. Like,
but you can get with it if you
I could definitely get with it.
So how many years has been?
Since the last one was when I was at the park.
And that was the 2019.
Yeah, that was
18.
That was like back. That was the last time I ever really tried.
So
to
about 3 years ago.
Yeah, but I'll put it like this though. Like, if it came down to like, if somebody really called me up like, yo, like they geeking on shorty, they think she like the rawest joint. I need you to step in. I step in. All right, you know what I mean? Like, I'll shine her up real quick and get her out of
You talking dirty up here, man. You talking right up here.
Wax on.
Man, Mr. Miyagi flow. You know what I mean?
Mr. Miyagi, yes.
So I mean, that's good that you do that because you got great skills in just making music and other things too. So you don't want people to put you in a box with that because it's cool, it's going on right now, and you know, but it just show you like, man, if it's right, it's right. I'm coming. It got to make sense.
Yeah, got it. That's it.
You done build your brand, and you done build your name up. So you ain't with the, you know, just the little petty shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Okay, and so so obviously we're not gonna go with the battles, but what how do you get mentally prepared for your music when you want to, you know, get them bars out, or you saying like dust somebody off real quick?
A lot of times I got to go through something. Like my hardest music is when I'm like upset, believe it or not. Like I might walk in the studio and I'm gonna always, you know, show grace. I'm never gonna be rude or nothing. But in the back of my head, I'm probably like, ooh wee, I just had the roughest day of my life. or even like somebody around me. Like people don't understand like with music. I understand a lot of artists who like they blow up and then they like break down year by year. And it's like when people go through stuff around you, I don't know how other people are, but for me, it sticks with me. If I call you my friend and I love you, if you call me and be like, yo, I'm going through something at home. Yeah, it's on my mind all day long. Like I'm constantly gonna think about it, and then I'm gonna be like, you know what? Let me go in the booth and get this feeling off my chest. Or like you know, relationship problems. You argue with your spouse. You like. Yeah, okay. Let me go in here and write this bar. You think I don't know you was with this broad. So now you stuff like family drama, stuff that people don't get to see that I go through at home. That's what, when I'm laying in my bed and I'm bored, that's what makes me get up and pick my phone up. Yo, man, I can't sit in this house no longer. Get me in a booth like right now. I got to get it off. So I would say like trauma. A lot of stuff that I go through is like.
Pain is your motivation.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I understand that because especially coming from your point from being a woman, if it's on your mind or if it's on your heart, I got to get this up off.
Yeah, I got to.
Is it any times do you been having good moments though, like for the brothers? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, is it any good moments for the brothers though?
Wait, hold on a minute, hold on a minute.
Like, you know,
we're gonna put a caption under it. Sponsored by.
No, I have good moments
Sound
too.
like a commercial.
I definitely do. I have good moments too. It's a little bit harder though, because for the men, it's harder because I in no way, shape, or form do I like talking about sex or anything like that in my music. Like when it comes to like, I can't do what Cardi, Megan, all them do.
And
I'm
why
like,
is that? I'm just asking.
It's just like, what is that gonna do for you? You know what I mean? Like I could tell you whatever I want to about my body. You might get in the room and be like, "Girl, that was like, yeah, she can rap like that, but she trash." You know, it's just like I don't feel like I just don't feel like that's like that is not. That's not important.
Okay, it's not important. So it's more important for you to speak about things that resonate with people to learn off your music and to be a storyteller.
Right. You know, even if it's a hard lesson, even if it's a lesson that you don't want to tell somebody. Like, I don't want you to know what a man can do to you for real. I don't want you to know what friends and family can really do to you.
Come on now.
But somebody got to tell you. And a lot of these kids not learning at home. You know? Yeah, so
somebody got to step in.
You got to
pick
up
storyteller.
somewhere.
Fall in that line.
She's a storyteller.
Yeah.
Got you. So you along the lines of Rakim, Nas.
Absolutely.
Storyteller.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
Definitely. And I feel like you got, like I said, get it off your chest because it's necessary. And do the fact that you saying that, though, and you ain't got to rap about, because you got the talent to whereas you don't. No disrespect to nobody. Yeah. But I feel like writing like that is easier. It's easy to think of. To just be dirty and nasty and just whatever comes. Like a nigga, what? But she didn't have no bar in the joint. She didn't have no punchline, no metaphor, no, you know what I mean? But it's the same way like how you talking, like even if, you know, we're going to get to that to your music, but Jordan, I seen like when you was talking, you didn't really have to have a punchline or nothing, but what you was saying was the punch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The way you was setting it up and talking and so clear and what you saying, you got like with your content, it's a concept in it. Yeah. You could hear it like, okay, yeah, she been.
That's how I be feeling when I be rapping. I'm like, dang, I ain't really say nothing. And the people around me be like, oh, girl, you just did your thing. Like, what you want to keep editing it for? Like, go ahead with what you said. I'm like, oh, because I don't feel like I said enough. And then like, it's your delivery alone. Like, you already done did it. And I'm like, all right, let me.
So you have a lot of passion in your delivery.
Oh, yeah. My delivery is probably number one. I don't think that I would have as many, like, I don't never say fans. That's doodle. I wouldn't have the support I have without my delivery, you know, and that's very important too. Your delivery is so important because you get people who get in front of the microphone and just da 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 da. You like
just rap.
Like, do you want to be here? Like, did somebody force you, or did they just pay for a lot of money to come here?
Yeah, like be here. So who would you like to team up with? Because we did have a conversation off camera. So look indoors. You're already on it.
Personally, I don't have like just like well right now I do have like a goal this year. Okay. As far as I already this was like a couple days ago. I locked in a feature with Sue Surf. So that's coming soon, and that's big for me.
So that's a project, right? Like, so that would be a project for you.
Who is that?
Surf. He from Jersey.
Oh, okay.
He battle rap too. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he one of the top tiers in battle rap.
Yeah.
Surf.
His name is Surf.
Sue Surf.
So
he make good music too. So that's a good feature.
He is dope. His last joint he just dropped, Nana Crib, Quarantine Tales. Oh my. So just to have him agree and just be like, you know, even just big me up, like, you know, ain't nobody gonna get it like you. It was just like, ooh, child, what is God doing? So that's big. And then I told myself before the year is over with, I got that one already locked in. Okay. I want to get Cashed Out. I feel like Cashed Out, I feel like she's very underrated. Like a lot of people sleep on her, and I don't know why. And it's like I know a lot of people out here in the town. My boy Jonesy, he fire. He locked in with her heavy. The guy I call my manager, Hubba, he locked in with her. He can get through to her. So that's going to be my next one. And then I'm praying on it. I don't know how I'm going to move this one off. But for the younger crowd, Pooh Shiesty, he like lit right now. Okay. And he just like, got his foot in the door. Yeah, Pooh Shiesty busting. He just got his foot in the door. So they, you know, with talking to who he linked with, they don't really want too much right now. But I can see before the year over with, his price is going up high. So I'm trying to lock him in as quick as I can.
Some type of agreement, something locked in.
And then, and as far as locally, I don't deny no local artists. You got people who like, he trash, you shouldn't, or you bigger than that. I would never understand that. Like, I'm not denying no local artists because I'm still right here. I'm still in arm's reach. But even if I was across the way or whatever, I know where I started from. I'm not about to act funny with you. Like, you want a feature, okay, but do something with it. Don't get a feature and just sit down and be like, I got a feature with her. Because I mean, once it's in your hand, you can do whatever but when it don't move how you want it to move, and now you feel some type of way, I got a feature with Sim, but it ain't go nowhere. You ain't put enough effort in. You just thought, I'm never gonna deny you, but know what you're doing.
You do something with it though.
Yeah, anybody locally, I've never denied a local artist ever. Okay. I've always like, okay, you know, people always like, you too easy to get to, and I'm like, well, what is the goal, to not be reachable? What are we supposed to just glow up and just forget about people? That's kind of corny to me. I'm not one of them. I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Like,
you got the time.
Yeah, if I got the time, hey, send it over. I get there, I get it done, and do what you got to do.
Right.
Yeah, because doing features, I mean, you know, that's a part of expanding your fan base too.
Absolutely.
You know, you never know what type of music or song it is. It's like, his people or her people. Nah, they like, no, that girl Sendo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I heard from her from
Yeah.
You know, because that's how I got on the Lil Baby, from hearing him from Moneybagg Yo song. And when I heard him, I said he went crazy.
That was a lot with me too. Like, when I did start rapping out here, like, and I start actually recording and stuff, it wasn't just me going in the booth like, I'm Sin. I didn't even know who my name was. I don't know. I think I was still calling myself my nickname Pooh. I don't know what I was calling myself. But it was like, I had like people from Lackawanna, Weedy, Piff. I had people like them. Back in Buffalo, Mac Mills. I was in there with Benny and them. They had me in the studio a lot. I had a lot of people just showing me love. So throwing me on their stuff, and they didn't even have enough confidence yet, but they still was like, yo, can you get on this for me? You know, I just went down to Syracuse. My sister, her baby father, he's a producer. Oh my God, he's dope. King Benny. And went down, he's dope. And I went down there with him. He got this fire studio. He been calling me, yo, sis, come down here. You know, I will say when it come to family, you lag a little bit more though, because you like, you here, you family, so you know you got it.
I got you.
But I'm like, let me not sleep on, bro. I don't want him to think I'm here. So I just packed up one day. I'm like, I'm coming, bro. I came down there, and I was so mad that I slept for so long because production was ill. When I got in there, he gave me the craziest beat. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was so down for a minute. And then it's like, they was all bigging me up, like, send this, send that. And I'm like, I'm feeling like the man in there. And then when the next dude go in the studio and he come out, I'm like, I want to redo my verse because he fire. Like, what y'all talking?
Okay.
You know, it's it's other people out there who can rap. Like, they're fire. Syracuse.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm lying. Utica. You got to pass Syracuse. You got to get to Utica.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they Utica, they got some nice rappers out there. Like, yeah, they like they remind me
sleeping on them because it's
sleeping.
small.
Well, yeah. You don't. I haven't heard. I mean, this is the first time.
They got some people out there. The two artists he had, one was on the phone. I had featured on his song, freaking amazing. And then the other guy was the one who was in there. He got on the beat. I got to start learning people's names. And both of them was like, when he sent me the track over, I'm like, bruh, like you damn near got a Kendrick and a J. Cole. Like they rap like that though. Like they real.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so in love with Kendrick.
Oh yeah, they fire like that.
Yeah. All right, well, let's do this here. Do you got a question you want to ask? If you do, go ahead. Because you know where I was going. It might be too early.
So,
too early time?
Are you looking for a recording contract by any chance?
Oh, I just had this talk the other day. Dang, I don't even know how to say this, and I don't want people to take it.
Okay. Are you looking for a recording contract to go mainstream, or you looking to stay independent?
My goal is to be independent. I would rather be independent. I don't want to sign to anybody.
Why is that?
When I was growing up, I watched 50 do it for a minute. He ain't really signing nobody. He was out there selling his own CDs, and I'm like, well, it's possible. You don't have to sign to nobody. No, and then I watch a lot of people who are signed. They've been getting like dicked all over. You go, you log on, that's and you like right on the front of the screen, like, oh my God, the little Wayne and Birdman fallout was huge to me. I was like, well, I thought that was his son.
Right.
Yeah.
But they don't care.
Yeah.
Deal.
So they be like, and you know, I'm one of them people where my heart's so big that I ain't really trying to sit there and go over no contract or whatever. I feel like, all right, you say you're going to do this for me. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, all right, well, we're going to get this money. And then I don't got time to get screwed because not coming back to fight. Yeah. So it's like, I wouldn't want to. I would want to be independent, but I know sometimes in life you got to do what you got to do. And it's like somebody just told me the other day, like, you don't have to stay signed. You know what I mean? You could always buy out of it. Or, you know, I mean, you sign a deal for what? A year or two? How long is that? So it's like, I wouldn't want to, but I would. If a major label came to me, and it would have to be somebody like Def Jam. Def Jam go first because I love them. You know, if they came to me like, yo, I want to sign a deal with you, I would be like, all right.
Let's make sure you read them fine prints.
That's a fact.
Not only the fine prints, your management team is what really pushes you for real. Yeah, your management team is really like Hubba. That's your backbone. Yeah. Because you have what it is that with Def Jam or whatever, you're just using their platforms. That's all it is. Cardi B management team is, excuse my language, fucking phenomenal. And they're dope. Because that's her backbone. If Hubba got your back, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
You ain't got exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He's your backbone, and he's the one that will really. That's your relationships going set forth on there will resonate with what the decisions you and him make. So your management team is what really counts.
Yeah, definitely dealing with a label too, because I mean, like she said, people done bought themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Lil Flip walked in there and bought himself out a couple $100,000. You know about Gotti going in there $500,000 dropping. I'm buying myself out of this. But once you sign, it's like, why sign into that? Is what she's saying. So I get what you mean. But the thing, as far as getting with a label too, even if you do like a Def Jam, like she said, that your backbone will learn from Def Jam. This is that. What we doing with her? How this is moving? So what that mean? Writing it down.
And that's the thing with him. He's so like, you know, we never decided to sit down and sign anything, you know, with one another, because it's just like, he's very honest dude. Like, yo, sometimes I don't really know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, I have so much to learn. I just want to be here for you. You know what I mean? In anything, in any kind of way. And, you know, so even if you do if somebody come in and he's not that kind of person. He wouldn't be like, oh, you gonna, he gonna be like, okay, well, who gonna be managing her so I could be around you and learn? You know what I mean? Like, I want to know what's going on.
But see, you know what though? he would be the best manager.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I'm like, when I glow, I want to be independent because I know I will be able to call you and be like, yo, do you feel like this is the best decision for me right now? And he's gonna be honest.
And trust and believe, if he is watching right now, I would encourage him to step into management skills because, to be honest with you, what he's already doing is considered management. I mean, look at Beyonce's father. He did not know nothing. Yeah. And Matthew Knowles, he sat up there and he learned the game as he went along. And he had to fall in order to gain. And he became one of the most well-respected businessmen in the industry. So, you know, if Hubba is listening, you know, you keep doing what you're doing.
That's right.
Because for her. Because that you're going to be phenomenal. I don't even know you, but I'm telling you, I'm putting it into existence. You're going to be somebody that's going to. I already know it. I don't even know him. I ain't seen his face or nothing.
Cry or something on
No, because I already see it. I already see it.
No, he is
for real. You're going to make it.
Right.
If and believe. It seemed like with him, the way you speak of him, it's more to it than what he knows. So that's your backbone, and you keep him there because he's going to be phenomenal. And just tell him to just have faith in what he do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the loyalty alone is what's going to carry him.
That's it. He know it too. He know he's locked in.
And you know what it is he see the bigger picture. He see the talent in you. Sometimes it's people outside the box that could see what you don't see.
Right.
Feel me? So he believe in you as much as you, or maybe a little more, because he feeling
and
like.
And that's where my arguments come in with a lot of people, because a lot of people will. I don't bring this to him though. You know what I mean? I don't never come back and tell him because I've already handled it. So you don't got to worry about it. It's a lot of arguments with people like, yo, you should be way further than where you are right now. And I'm like, okay, in due time. I'm not rushing the process. I mean, it's gonna come when it comes. But I take my time with him because there's been times where I've been in my house. I just recently did a song and I said, you know, I was like, oh, my manager came in. He asked me what was wrong and I put it in the rap. And he did. I shut down. I ain't talked to nobody for like 2 weeks. Cut my phone off. No social. I mean, I didn't have Facebook for months. I was just by myself. Like, and he came in the house and he had it. He like, yo, get up. What's wrong with you? Like, what you think, you ugly or something? Like, you know. And he was so aggressive, but he was so mad. He like, I booked you studio time. You all next week. You in the studio and da da da. And I was like, he cared. He didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? He got his own clothing brand, Rich AP. He doing his own thing. He don't have to think about me. And he was just like, I'm tired of it because you wasting your talent. Like, you have to get up. I didn't come out my pockets that whole week. I didn't have to do nothing. All I had to do was come and rap.
Show up.
Yeah, that's it. Come show up and rap. And he was satisfied. He like, all right, you want to go crawl back up under your rap?
That, and I didn't even know that. And I just sat up here and told you he was the first manager. No, that is your manager. That is your manager.
A lot of people don't have that.
When.
Yeah.
Because you're going to blow up. Okay.
Definitely.
It's going to happen. Okay. I see that aura around you. When it happens, you better keep him.
Oh yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
You keep him
because
fight. You know why? Because there's gonna be people that's gonna come and they gonna try to flam you and go over your head because you don't know certain terminology.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And there are women that are around you, and they'll be able to see that vulnerability in you. He gonna be the one.
Yeah. Back up.
Backbone, right?
And you know why you super right, because it ain't gonna be too many people that can come and get your attention like that if you fall in that space.
Right.
He gonna be the one that.
Because why? Because he was there from the get.
That's what I said. He was there in the trenches. So I agree with what you're saying.
Now I got one more question, and then I'll let y'all finish off. Okay. As many artists know, the way that the industry runs nowadays, music alone can not only carry you. Have you thought about doing something else besides music to stand out as your brand?
No.
You need to.
Yeah, I never really like. Even though I got a lot of people who come around me and be like, "Oh, you got the gift for gab. Like, you could do anything." Like,
but what else do you like to do? Because I'm gonna tell you what you should get into. I'm gonna give you some. What else you like?
Nothing really. I'm like, okay, like maybe like I'm real deep into like meditation and stuff like that. I don't know if that is like anything that can be like a career, but like chakras, all that kind of stuff. That's what I spend my time on besides being a mother. You know what I mean? I'm a big mother. Back in the day, I mean, I guess I could use this as an example as what I used to wanted to do, but I put that beside me because I feel like I said, my heart too big. I used to wanted to do like, you know, group home, foster homes and stuff like that, like fostering children, because for a long time, my mother, I would never downplay my mother. She was always in my life, but she had to get herself together. And in the meantime, you know, I had to go other places. I had to be in systems. I had to be in places I didn't want to be. And I used to just sit back and watch girls, and it was like, dang, I thought I was going through something. You're going through something heavy. So I used to always tell myself, like,
you should write a book.
You think so?
Yep.
You got a story to tell besides music. That is
write
something
a
that
book
you can.
And start a candle line. A candle line, and since you're in the deep meditation, because with the artist, you got to have, because the way the industry is today with entertainment and everything, you got to have something just more than just music.
Right.
So you have to, you should do candles and do stuff that heals people.
Yeah, you're right.
Get into jewelry, have your own jewelry line.
I think that's dope, actually. That's dope. I just had.
And guess what you should name your candles?
What?
Sin.
Oh, they gonna have that scent in their house. They
There
gonna
you have it.
What's house?
I definitely agree with you because you got to.
No, you're right.
I mean, he do.
I
You
do.
do.
Yeah,
you gotta be great.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
it. Like,
I
you
have
gotta
to
You know,
have
Miss
that.
Lovely does.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Miss Lovely has the podcast,
Yeah.
and then she has Be Great. She, you know,
Yeah.
lip gloss line. Hell, you got medicine.
Yeah.
I'm speaking.
No,
into
that's true
existence.
though,
it's-
because I just had this talk with my spouse and Hubba. You know, they was like, you know, all right, you got your music down pat. Now you got to start working on, you know, like you got to brand yourself. You know, you got to start getting your merch and stuff. And I'm like, not even thinking like that. I'm like, merch. I'm
And I
not
just
selling
had
no
that
merch.
same. I
You
had
know,
a big, huge meeting earlier today, and I had that conversation. And when I came into the meeting, and I brought my perfume, and then I gave a T-shirt away showing my clothing line I'm gonna start with. He like, this is what I've always talked about. Nobody never sit up there. You got to have more than just the music. You got to have merch. Where's your brand? Who are you? You got to come in as a entity.
Yep.
And he he advised me to start off my own stuff. Didn't even know I did. Okay, well, now you got to work on it. So I'm telling you, you like to heal. You talk in the chakras. If you got studies into that, build stuff around that. The jewelry line, stones.
Yeah, I
just
my
started
stones.
I just
love
started
my
studying
stones.
that. Right, the obsidian stones. Look at this. All on me.
Yeah. I
The
see when I
obsidian
walked in, I see
right.
I caught your drip.
Right. So here,
Yeah.
that's my advice to you.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take that
definitely.
too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it.
It's necessary because you got to have something when you're going out. You can have your CD. It's cool for your music, but you
Right.
want something else
Yeah,
that
you gotta
connect
have-
with your supporters too. So
Absolutely
they might be
right.
like, no, you
Something
got-
tangible.
that they can be able to feel and take home with them or frame or
Yeah.
something. You know what I'm saying? But you will be able to reap the benefits off it because you need revenue too. I done traveled. I'm doing these shows, studio time. I'm out with my outfits, my hair. I got to be, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
that'll
you're
be
right.
that way for giving back for that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because it's necessary, especially what you're doing. How fire you is, the people nowadays want to connect with the artists. That's
That's a
going to
fact.
help them connect with it.
That's
like
a
how
fact.
be people paying $100, $200 for a shirt.
Oh yeah, they
for-
go.
you
They
know what I'm
go. They
saying?
go. I know not too long ago, Benny was selling the fake sideburns for the kids. I was like, that's big. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
right.
he known for the sideburns. Now the kids out here like,
I got the
I'm
sideburn
him.
on me.
Yeah, like, so I definitely agree. I
Yeah.
wouldn't sit here and be like, oh no, I totally agree.
Something.
Especially when I just had this talk, and I was just so like, I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Right.
So it's like, now I got something to go back and be like,
Right.
all right, listen,
Let's talk about
you know
this.
what I mean? Let's go look
Right.
at these stones and order something, you know?
Right.
So I appreciate that. 'Cause I'm
Definitely,
going to
and
take
the
it.
book too, because if you could write a rap, you could write a book.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what
the
I'm
way you
saying,
can,
and the
you
way you
the way
telling
you
her
be talking
story.
with
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I'm telling you, the way you could put it, you know, I know for sure.
Yeah,
Because
okay, I'm
it-
coming with the next coldest winter ever. Stop playing.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Word, because
There you
I feel like you could do it, and there's something else that, and you need to. You got a story to tell, and you got a great personality. A lot of people that came up here like, yeah, you know, they hear a couple words and you like, listen, man, this is who I am. I'm
Yeah,
like that.
I love
Feel
it.
me? So
I
it's
love
like
it.
I'm letting y'all people like that. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? So even though you might not have the lyrics of a Cardi B or that, but you got that strong personality though,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you can get on Instagram and talk like, yo, listen, I done been through it. People
That's a fact.
can't do that like that. A lot of people can't. They get on there, hey y'all,
I got nothing to
Yeah.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like they
takes a
don't.
lot of courage
So
to be
you
able to
know,
step up
you
and say
definitely
that.
got that. So you
Oh,
want to
look
use
at
it
y'all.
like that.
Got
That's
me
a whole
over here
fact. I'm telling you what I know.
That's
I'm telling you what I
okay.
know. So
And hell, you know, you got the Patron. Hey, I start my own. Guess what? I start my own liquor line. Baby.
Yeah. Well, now
Call it Sin.
Thank you.
You could start your own.
Because she
liquor
got her own
Come
Patron.
on.
and have your own.
and my own
And you be
joint.
like, you know what? Go ahead and buy my
People
liquor
gonna be
bottle.
in jail off that
Sin.
liquor. They'll be like, I ain't never
Took the
drinking.
roof off this motherfucker.
Never drinking that shit. They gonna, I'll be sued. They gonna say this is a menace to society. That's what that sin out here. All the
Take them
females
for
going to jail. The same way with the women
He
having
said all the females going to jail.
Girl, don't you crack that bottle.
Don't bring that sin
Don't
in
bring
here.
that shit in here.
Well, I want to ask you a question. If we drop a beat on, you like to spit some bars?
Oh yeah, I spit.
Oh, come on, what we call that?
Yes, yes.
Come on, what we call that?
Which I got.
Am I what?
About to
Am
pump
I
it
allowed
up?
to curse or anything?
Man, do what
You
the
can do
you
it.
want to do. I'll
Girl, you
set
got
the
liquor
tone
over
for
there.
you.
You got liquor. Blame it on alcohol. I let the flu slip through. I let the flu slip through.
Right.
Look at me. Let me go off of this.
If you
and
got
go
it,
back to
if
my
you
notes.
got
She bringing something
No,
up.
no, we got something for you right
Oh,
here.
well,
Okay,
tell
no,
her
I'm
what
going to
you...
my notes.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay,
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
We got the
Yeah.
she going with the beat. You got a beat? Let's see if she can.
Oh, no. Throw some no.
She said
Yeah,
throw
do
something.
you-
She don't
do
give a
you-
fuck.
she
you
ready.
got
Let's go.
preference
Let's
or-
go.
That's how you do it.
See what I'm saying?
Let's
She's
go.
talking heavy
Hold
up
on,
there.
hold
I'm
on.
telling
Drum
you.
roll.
Let's go.
Huh.
But this is
She's
why.
talking heavy, man.
That's how pretty was.
Boy,
Right.
That's it. That's it. It's different. It's different. That talk different.
There you go.
Let it warm up on you.
That's even better, right?
If she can't feel it, we'll drop
Yeah,
something
we
else.
definitely gonna put something on she gotta feel.
Listen, yo, all these burdens on my back, feet feel like heavy boots, chest poked out, and I'm head big like Betty Boop. Attitude stank, and it don't help that I'm petty too. They gave me interventions, saying shit that I already knew. Oh yeah, I'm angry and they know the vibes. Name official, copy written and it's notarized. If I put money on your head, every baby mama in the city put you down and tell me they got money and they know the prize.
No, said keep going.
You gotta keep
No, I said
I'm
one more.
excited over
One
here.
more.
You gotta keep going.
Different.
Come on. Huh?
Yeah. Listen. Yo.
Come on.
Sit in the building.
Yo, I was raised in a Jew. I'ma tell you the truth. When I come in the building, I got on my boots. I came to stump, I came to pump. And if you got a crew, my bitches with me. And they came to jump. I'm spitting off the top, I'm on the block. I go from the... Come on. Hold up. Hold up. Pick me a different beat. Pick me a different beat.
Give her something else.
That's what I said. Give her something else.
Give her
She
back
ready to talk
the
that talk.
Casanova
That just-
joint.
that's just
You
not
want
the-
that Casanova back?
Oh, okay, you an old school joint. Come on.
Oh, hell. Oh, heaven and
Okay.
hell.
Yeah. Say. That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen. Yo, I know niggas that went to college. I know niggas that went to jail. Most of my niggas made it to heaven. I hope that I never make it to hell.
Right.
Sin, listen, flow vicious. Daddy lay me down, slow kisses. When it come to these streets, I trust no bitches. My rap flow, cocaine is that dope. Pussy hella dope. When he lay me down, he gotta hit the backstrokes. Whoa, I be snapping, I'm looking like a fresh perm. Nigga, I'm relaxing. Dick money and weed might be my only contraction. Bullets get in your belly, giving niggas contractions. Check my credential. Bitches is speaking the confidential. It's gonna get real and real confidential. That lingo, young pretty chick, flipping them kilos, pushing weight, moving them things, that's illegal. I fly high, shitting on bitches like I'm a seagull. You look like a bag of money when I'm a walking casino. Come on. Come on, man.
She said I was walking casino. She said I was walking casino.
Man,
The
it's all
punchlines
different,
was
man.
crazy.
Yo, Yo, I'm ready to get her on freestyle immediately.
Crazy.
The
Huh,
talk
man?
different, man.
No, and I know y'all caught the camera. I was literally staring because I wanted to feel her spirit out of her. For real, for real.
Yo, that's
She
sick.
said, I'm a walking casino. I was waiting for the next.
Yeah,
I don't like this because it's not going long enough. Man. It's just like,
What I'm saying, when
It
you
makes
give
you
them that, they
want
want
more.
more. See what I'm saying?
Man,
So
that's a
point.
good
But see,
thing.
I was about to say that because it's every time I come around, you gonna always want more from me when I
that's
step
a
in the
fact.
building.
That's a
You know
fact.
what I mean? So,
They love you. They love you.
yeah. You don't want that instead of them be like, oh, we tired of hearing her. Nah, never that.
Yeah,
Every time I
they
walk in the
wanna see
building,
more.
you want more from me.
When the
That's it.
So Buff came out,
Man,
DJ
that's
Bandana Black, that's
Glad
my
you
boy.
talked about
Bandana Black?
Glad you talking
And
about
guess
that.
what? He was just on
He
my
was in the
mind
video.
watching
I
you.
He was in the video.
Bandana Black.
Yeah, he was in the video.
He was just on my
Bandana.
mind.
He was in the video.
He had the black on? Oh, I thought that was bad.
Yeah.
I called him up. I had to for the video. I'm like, yo, if you're not there, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be there. And he spun it so much. And I was waiting for somebody to be like, oh my God, is he gonna keep playing this? Nobody. They was like anticipating it. They
put
like
it on.
they kept calling
At
in,
this
yo,
time.
play it back, play
Yes.
it back, play it back. And I'm
Right.
like, yo, my boy was going crazy. He like, yo, you did it. Saying like this the hit right here.
Yo.
I'm like,
And actually, Bandana Black is participating with us in something for the cipher for March 6th.
That's what's
He's
up.
gonna sponsor something in that
Okay,
for YouTube.
that's
So
my- I love
whoever
him.
be the top dog on that cipher March 6th is gonna be the one that Bandana Black is gonna sponsor something for him on YouTube.
I know that's right. Bandana, my boy.
Yes, it's
I
very
wanna,
humble.
I want to talk about that Soul Buffalo joint.
Okay.
Want to know he was a killer until they made the arrest.
Oh yeah.
So Buffalo, that bar that caught my attention, and then it was the we pray over the mother load, niggas blessing the dope.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you talking that, everybody ain't catching that.
I ain't caught a
see what I'm
damn
saying?
thing.
I just
So-
explained that wouldn't know he was a killer till they made the arrest. Everything that just recently
They
happened.
didn't know he was a killer till they made the arrest.
Yes.
So Buffalo.
I broke this down literally. I no cap. I'm gonna say like 2 days ago. We was just talking about, with the family, with the girl who got found, and that's
The
a
train
tragedy.
tracks,
That's
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
And I feel for the family.
Right.
And that's just some messed up stuff.
Right.
And we was talking about that kind of stuff and whatever. And I don't know how we even got on the topic, and I was like, that's just what happens in Buffalo, or not just Buffalo, but that's just what happens. You wouldn't know somebody have that in them.
Right.
And I'm like, that goes back to my bar. You wouldn't know he was a killer till they made the arrest. I was talking about the boy, I think his name was like Charles or something like that.
He got caught?
Yeah, he's caught. He's
I
arrested.
didn't know. I
He's
didn't hear
doing
that.
time. He killed his girlfriend and his mother. They didn't know the mother was dead until they went to the house to arrest
And
him.
believe it or not, I did a podcast with him. I sat next to him and his baby mama.
Yeah.
That really
dangerous.
rattled
Yep.
my bones.
And that's what I
because
put
he was going through some stuff.
some stuff. Yep. And
I
that's
read up
when
on
I
that.
heard that story, I was like, it was so
And his baby mama
bone
was a
chilling
beautiful
because
person,
you
too.
know
She really
they
was a
didn't even
beautiful
know that he had did what he had did to the mother. You know what I mean? And
His mother?
yes,
Yeah,
he murdered
killed
his
his
mother.
mother.
She
I
was
didn't hear
in
none of this.
she was in a closet, and they didn't know that until they went to arrest him off the murder of his girlfriend. But
Off
when
the
they
train
got
tracks.
there, they had a not off the train.
That's
It's
a
a
different
different
story.
story.
Oh,
It's
okay.
There was a foul odor in the house or whatever.
Right.
They said the people was complaining. They checked the house. They find his mother in there. So it's like, whoa! Not only did you kill her, you killed the mother.
Right.
And it's like, when I heard the story, I'm like, everybody was so shocked. Like I was shocked, but at the same time, I was like, you know how many people you come in contact with, and you
don't
never
know what
knew
you
they
sitting
had
next
that in
to.
them. You
know
just
how-
don't know. It's scary. Right. And like I told them,
me off his mom.
they was like, what is so many people, boy, that it was like it was terrifying to people. Like, wow, So they was like, when you wrote about it, like, what did you really mean? And I was like, I was understanding for both sides. I'm not somebody who's just like, oh, you are so wrong, you did that. You don't know what this man was going through. That don't mean he was right in any kind of way. He got to answer to way bigger power than us. Yeah, our judgment does not matter. So it's like it was both ends. It was just me trying to, like I said, my messages, like trying to explain
But
to
that's
people.
real,
You would
though.
never know.
That's why
And that's
I'm-
something that's need to be known. That's why I said you the story.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm getting excited.
No, that's good.
I am because I feel the energy from it. When you come out and you said you never know he was a killer till he got arrested. It's the truth, though.
And then we pray over the mother load, niggas blessing the dope. I did that bar because back, I want to say a couple years ago, there was a big raid in Lackawanna, and a lot of the dudes out there. You know,
I mean, you ain't got to.
Yeah, it's my daughter's family and whatever. They got labeled as Kingspin, and they got slammed with years and stuff. And I'm like, y'all don't even understand. We pray over these men. This is not what they want to do. Right. You know, that I don't think that no man wake up in the morning and be like, I want to go outside and do this. Right. You know, they pray over this stuff and they go like, God, please don't let me get caught up. I'm just trying to make it back to my family. That's it. You know, that's their biggest fear, to see any blue or red light come through that window. So I had to let them know we pray over that before it happens. Even though it's foul and it's not right, it's still a prayer going out because they don't want to do it. Right. Sometimes y'all force our hands to do it though. So I'm So I had to throw that in there.
Right. No, that was fire though. It was the whole joint was fire. This is things that when I hear and it's like, like you know what I mean when you're talking. They claiming that they loyal and stick by, but just fold under pressure in court like 6'9". Yeah. That when you talking, see, I know the talk. So it's like when I'm hearing that, I'm like, go, feel me? So like for this to be coming from a woman talking like this, it's different.
It hits different.
And that bar, look at it. 6ix9ine had all the young kids going crazy. We didn't know he was a snitch. Right. I mean, these kids out here, they with their clippy out, you know, and that's how it is when you with your friends. You in the club partying, having fun.
Right, don't know this.
You get in the courtroom and you like, what happened?
We just was chilling.
Yeah, I thought it was like that.
You ain't got the same energy and nothing. They ain't holding it down together.
It's no more of that.
Right. No more gang.
It's crazy though. You never know what could come out of a person in times of desperation. That's what it is. In times of desperation.
That's a fact.
I mean, it kind of shows discipline though and character, because everybody done been down before in life, and being desperate, you never know what people would make under them circumstances. But when you sign up for something and you claiming to be something, then you gotta know the game. You gotta know the code.
You gotta know
it's different. You gotta
steps
know
to take.
And you gotta know what's not for you and what's not. Like she just told us, it was a couple of things she said. Nah, I'm not good with that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's
so it's like you know, being
a lot of the people
yourself.
in my neighborhood, like the men, they have a talk all the time. They, you know, that's why I respect a lot of the men that I be around, because they let it be known. They like, if we go to Miss Shirley house, who live on the corner, and the police knock on the door and say, Miss Shirley, did you see what Jaquan ran? And she say, well, Jaquan ran down the street. That lady ain't doing nothing wrong. She ain't in the street. So she got the right to say Jaquan ran down the street. Sorry, Jaquan, you better not touch Miss Shirley.
That's right.
Now, the little Tay, you come down here, you out here gang banging every day. You do this is what you
say something.
Yeah, you say something. It's a problem because this is what you tied into. This is what you decided to do. You nobody's forcing you. And this is what you
chose that life. You chose to do. And what was so crazy on that topic, that he had the good music without doing all the other extra tough shit.
That's right.
That's what I be saying. Like, it was kind of like how
he could color his hair. He could do whatever he wanted to.
He was doing what making millions of views, 5 million, 10 million. Like, he was popping without all the beat. He didn't need it.
Have to do none of that
stuff. So you
stuff.
knew what you were signing up for. Blood, my neck tank, and that. You was tough guy. So that means when shit go wrong, whether shootings, robberies, cops, you gotta be tough guys. See, that's when niggas is tough like that. When that come, they like, yeah, bring it. They ready for that. That's a different, you not that. So stop acting like you that. And just be cool, humble. Hello, I was a nice guy. You can just be yourself. Hello.
You don't talk like that.
You know, you could talk like that. He was, yeah, man. Afterwards in the interviews, I was like, oh, that's the real 6ix9ine. That's the real guy. Yeah, no, yes. That was really you. Just be yourself, my brother. You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you brought down a whole faculty, and all their families got to suffer for 10, 20, 30 years because of what you wanted to do.
He out here like it's cool. Yeah. What he said in the one song, like, he put the big rat on his face. And I'm
he
like,
sure did in the video.
I'm like, yo, is that what this world is
You're
doing?
mad, I'm mad.
Yep.
Big bad. You said,
And when a rat emoji popped up, I couldn't watch it no more. I clicked off. I said, oh no, this is it.
I never watched it at all.
I said, this is it.
But what she's saying is, it's not just him. She just talking about in the the environments, the hood, the culture, period. So it's a lot of niggas. It ain't just him. He stood for the niggas she talking about. Feel me?
And I think that my my biggest bar in that for anywhere I went, like the biggest feedback I got was I said they told us that pigs couldn't fly, but the cops get off work to go home and sniff lines.
That was the one. That was the one before. That she did. That was the one before that. That was the line before that.
I said they told us that pigs couldn't fly, but the cops get off work to go home and sniff lines.
Now listen, I'm gonna break that down real quick because I know we've run out of time.
We are way out of time.
Way out of time. Listen, you hear that? She's basically saying that even though they work the line that they work, they pose off as to be cops and stuff. Know that everybody live a double life. No, I like that. I like that. Yeah, your metaphors is dope.
I'm telling you, it's different. Social media it's different.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at sin_4less, and you can find me on Facebook, Regina Johnson. They made me put my real name. Y'all
don't
doing that now. Yeah, don't go looking for Regina Johnson like that. No, nothing else. Just Facebook.
Right. Legal purposes.
Twitter, same thing. _Hardy or Sin4Less. I got 2 pages. And Messenger, hit me up. Any features, anything like that, come on, y'all. And I thank y'all for having me. I come up here anytime.
Oh, good.
A lot of the people I mentioned today, please reach out to them because they're great people.
Right.
Yeah.
I wrote their names down. Miss Lovely got them. She got them locked in. Yeah. I just got a couple before we go. This is just something for me. This is off the new record you just put out 3 days ago.
Yep.
Could you tell them the name of that?
It's called Holding On. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on, as far as like visuals. And as far as just listening, Pandora, Spotify, any big platform, it's on there. Anything. iTunes, all that.
When I was trying to build a home, you was focused on a tent.
Yeah.
A relationship 50-50, and you ain't hold your percent.
Yeah.
So...
Come on, now that's a mean
When I'm telling you, this is the talk. So I acknowledge it immediately. So when you saying these things... You basically saying you focus on the long run, but he only can see so much, and then he ain't holding up his other half.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. If we
like
go
that.
outside to the woods,
metaphor.
I'm trying to think about the fact that we might be stranded out here forever and how we going to live. You think about the fact that, oh my God, we just got to make it until the rain, leave tonight, and tomorrow we got to try to get out of here. We might be stuck here forever, baby. Let's just make the best of it.
See, that's different. And the other one was whoever you chasing to get a replacement. Make sure you tell that bitch have plenty of patience.
Now that's nice.
I said for a dog that like to snap at his owner, ignore the rules, and got the nerve to try to growl when you don't give him no food. Yeah, that's what these men do.
So
I like that.
The talk, that's what I'm saying, is like, she like, nigga, you know, I was there with you. I was with you in the trenches. I was building with you. But now since you looking for something else, see if she got the same patience.
Yeah, see if she going.
See if she gonna do what I do.
A lot of these men, they never do. You gotta let them go because it's like go home and I might let you back in. Or you might have to stay outside for a couple of nights. But
she said I might let you.
Yeah, I might let you
in.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it gets deeper and deeper, and we'll be dealing with her on a regular basis. Much as possible.
That's a fact. I'm locked in. I'm locked in with her.
Much as possible, man. And we want to let you know if you would like to get involved with SUV Podcast, reach out to us at StrongUnitedVoices@gmail.com. Peace.
Only. I ain't feeling your energy.
Taking they places, emotions I cut them. Look back and I shit in they dumpsters. You bitches ain't fucking with nothing. You niggas be pressing my buttons. See me around, these niggas be ducking.